PTF and JK back with you on the In the Money Media YouTube channel. We love doing these videos for you. One of the things you seem to love as an audience the most is when we talk about long shots. That's what we're going to do in this one. JK, kick us off talking Belmont Stakes Racing Festival long shots. Give us your first one.
Yeah, race 6, the Wonder again. I'm going to go with Jafara for Chad Brown. You notice that Flavian Pratt has been on a couple of horses in this race. He picks this one, who he'd only been on one time, first time in this country. This horse draws down towards the inside, should be able to save ground, where last time the horse was losing a ton of ground. There's a lot of other horses in here. They're going to take money. I wonder if they'll forget a little bit about this horse down towards the inside. When I say long shot, I don't think this horse is going to be 20-1, but I do think this horse will be 4th, 5th choice in here.
Yeah, that can juice up some exotics, and I definitely get part of your angle in there. Sometimes you're better off letting the top jockeys and their agents do a little bit of handicapping for you and following that jockey carousel. I'm going to talk about race number 11, the Woody Stephens first. Talked about this in our bold predictions video. Make sure you check that out elsewhere on the YouTube channel. But this time around, I'm going to give you a price horse that I really like in this spot. It goes as the 11th race on Saturday. And the horse I like is also the number 11, Gate to Wire. I thought this horse had an awful trip in the Pat Day Mile at Churchill Downs, and that race was a true merry-go-round. 1, 2, 3 runners early were 1, 2, 3 on the wire late. Now, Gate to Wire turning up in a race with plenty of speed. I think this one's going to be heard from late and is one that I want to key around in the Woody Stephens. Who else you got for us long shot wise?
Well, I'll stay right here with you in this order. I have a Woody Stephens as well. And we'll go back. I have one in race 10 as well. Woody Stephens, I'm going to go with Colloquial, which is a very hard word for me to say, but I do my best. The 7 horse.
You did it
Horse is trained by George Weaver. If you look at his race 2 back, that race is so much better than what most of these horses have ever run. That's almost as good as what some of the older sprinters have been running. I think we're going to find that performance here again. We know George Weaver points to Saratoga. He knows Saratoga. He spends a lot of time in Saratoga. He's got a home here in Saratoga. I think Colloquial is one that will be part of that mix of beating those Bafferts and beating a horse like Chancellor McPatrick, who won 2 Grade 1s last year.
Want to let you know about the $200,000 Belmont Stakes King of the Track. Opt in and place a minimum $5 straight win bet on a single horse in the Belmont Stakes for a share of the $200,000 prize pool. Rewards will be available via click to claim. To learn more, go to dkhorse.com or download the DK Horse app. Before we go backwards for your next one, we'll go forwards to the Grade 1 Manhattan, another race we talked about in the other video. The horse that I really like best in here, who I made my top pick in my horse-by-horse write-up, is the number 4, Carson's Run. This horse won a Grade 1 race at 2, won a Grade 1 race at 3, and I thought ran pretty well last time, all things considered, in the Fort Marcy, where his stablemate Deterministic was able to roll on the front end. Second off the layoff. This horse, I think, has a chance to improve and get back to that Grade 1 winning form. And as I said in the other video, there will not be a dry eye in the house should he or one of his stablemates in this race accomplish that feat. Carson's Run for me in the Manhattan.
Yeah, I'm going to go in the time machine back to race 10, and I'm going to talk about the Penine Ridge. There's a horse in here that I have been waiting for to come back since April, and that's the 3 States Rights. I was playing in a contest at Keeneland, famously the Grade 1 gamble, and I went all in on States Rights that day, and he had a pretty tough stretch drive there that made it very, very complicated on him. Jose Ortiz was inside, outside, and I have just been waiting for States Rights to show back up. He shows up here in deep waters, but there's no way that horse wins. I don't cash a ticket.
All right, good stuff. Those are some long shots to look at the Belmont Stakes Racing Festival. Of course, we want to hear your idea of long shots who might win. Let's run them down in the comments. We'll have a good back and forth there. Very eager to see what you have to say. And while you're on the page and looking at it, make sure you subscribe to the In the Money Media YouTube channel. Our big push for 14,000 subscribers by the end of the day Saturday. Only you can help us out. Thanks so much to JK for all his help, and thanks so much to our friends over at DK Horse for sponsoring this video. Make sure you download the DK Horse app today and check out all they have on offer over at dkhorse.com.